Hey guys, welcome back to my budgeting videos. I don't know if this is going to work or not. It's a very delicate setup that I have created here. I was going to film the way that I did with my last paycheck video where it was already all written out and I just kind of walked you through it because my place is not set up yet from the move and I don't have like a good space. Like my book is resting on one of those lap things that you get for your laptop so that it doesn't overheat when it's sitting on your lap. And then that in turn is sitting on top of a blanket, which is on top of an ottoman, which is in my living room. And it's just not ideal. So like I said, I was gonna do it like I did last time where I had already written it all out and I just walked you through it, which is why this has already started. But then I thought maybe I'll give it a try. But now I don't know if I'm gonna regret this or not. I guess we will just have to see, and let's hope the cat doesn't jump up because everything is very delicately balanced, and one wrong bump from me, tripod's gonna go. It's gonna take my phone with it. It's just gonna be a disaster. So where I have started so far, my October 20th paycheck, the balance in my account that I'm starting my budget with is $2,570.62, but I am taking out from that $1,035.02 because I don't know if you'll remember from last time, I received $375 back from my former landlords as my refund for my damaged deposit, and I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to do with it. I had some things I had to purchase for this place, so I thought I would put that towards the purchasing of those items, or else maybe put it into savings. I was very on the fence about which way I was going to go. And then the remainder of that, $660.02, was just the rollover. I say just the rollover as if the rollover this week is not completely and totally saving my butt. So I have, after I take out that money, $1,535.60 is what I am starting this week's budget with, or not this week, this bi-weekly budget with. So the first thing I take out, of course, is $650 for half of rent, and oh, that was painful, let me tell you, so painful. That's leaving me with $885.60, and I can tell you right now, like right as soon as I saw that, the number is not going to be enough. So let's get that into the calculator. $885.60. My cell phone bill came due. It's $41 and change, I think, because remember how I was saying, like I'm not really clear what my actual monthly bill is ever since I did the upgrade, but I know that it's quite a bit higher than what it had been previously, so I was just deciding to put money like every paycheck on it and then hopefully kind of stay ahead of it a little bit. Well, it looks like that happened because I think in like their billing has finally figured out that like instead of paying once, I'm like once a month, I'm paying twice, and I don't know, I'm rambling and I'm not even making sense to myself. Regardless, I got the text message from them saying it's like $41 and change, but I'm still putting $60 onto it, even though I can't really afford it because I want to stick with this plan that I have of just putting $60 every paycheck, which ends up being, you know, like for a normal month where there's two paychecks, $120 per paycheck, which is over what I owe them. I know my bills are not that high. I think they're more like hovering right around the $100 mark, but I'd rather overpay a bit. And I think eventually, if I wait long enough and keep doing that, I'll end up having a month where like I don't really need to pay because the credit will be so big. I don't know. We'll see. But this is what the plan is so far. So putting 60 on the cell phone brings me down to $765.60. The next thing I'm going to take out of there is my SUV payment because that's going to auto withdraw on its own. So that's $266.72. That will go out on Tuesday, leaving me with $498.88. And then after that, I took a look at what my line of credit minimum payment is. It's $297.06. So do that, and I am already down to $261.82. So you see, like this just isn't gonna work. The next thing that I'm prioritizing is the money that I put aside every paycheck to go towards the sinking fund for my car insurance, because that's such a huge bill, and I know like it's not due until like summer of next year now, so it feels as if, oh, there's so much time. I could miss one payment if I really wanted to, but dangerous thinking that. So I have to make sure that I always put aside the money for the SUV insurance. So then that's leaving me with, that's supposed to be $194. You can't really tell. Right? No, where did I get 130? Oh no, did I do math wrong? Oh no. I've done math wrong already? 297.06 minus 67. 230. Seriously, people, what am I pressing over here? 201.82 minus 134.82. But on my cheat sheet of math that I had already done, I have a whole different number, so I've done something. This is a great start, really great. Absolutely so pleased with myself that I decided to record this. Okay, so let's take out the rent, $885.60, that's right. Let's take out the cell. Oh, there's my problem. $765.60 should be $825.60. Oh, math. Oh, and there's my whiteout. Oh, this whole page is just gonna have so many mistakes. Oh, okay. Okay, then minus that. That'll give me, oops, a different number there. Right? Yeah, and then minus that, I'll give me a different number. Oh, what am I doing with my life? Okay, so let's just, I'm so sorry. So sorry, everybody. So 1535.60 minus 650, 885.60 minus 60 for the cell is 825.60 minus 266.72 for the SUV payment gives me 558.88 minus 297.06 leaves me with 261.82 minus 67, 194.82. All right. Okay, so now that the math is corrected, this number, even though like it's still 3 digits before the decimal, is kind of useless to me. It's too small. I'm not going to be able to complete the rest of my withdrawals for things. Like it's no good. So what I decided to do was add back in the $660 rollover money that I had taken out previously as part of this $1,035.02, because the rollover is there in case I need it, but also if I don't need it, then I want to put it towards something more useful, but I need it. My paycheck was smaller than normal because of 2 stats 2 weeks in a row, so I'm missing 2 full days of pay, which is highly unfortunate because the previous paycheck I was missing 2 full days of pay because of the car accident that I was in. So this is 2 paychecks in a row missing a total of 4 days of pay, and it's very much hurting my budget because I'm still not working back on my part-time job since the car accident because I physically can't. So I'm still in danger of being fired from that one because of that, which is unfortunate. And yeah, it's a ride. So I have like way higher rent and lower than what is needed income right now. So that rollover money is coming back in. So we're gonna do plus 660. I'm gonna leave the 2 cents. So plus 854.82 is my new balance in there. So I already calculated out my cash envelopes, well, my digital cash envelopes, and I cut them as much as I could. So 162.79, and I'll show you the breakdown that I did for them. So 692.03, then my payment for my BMO MasterCard, which, get this, the BMO app locked me out maybe not locked me out, but like it, you know, like when you open up the app and Face ID lets you in and then you're in and everything is fine. Well, it like signed me out or whatever. So I have to like enter the card number back in and enter my password back in and like sign in fresh. Do you think I know where the card is? No, I have never once carried that card with me anywhere. So I tucked it away somewhere safe, which means it's packed in a box somewhere. So I can't even open my BMO app to take a look at the credit card to see like what the balance is sitting at, because I don't have the card number. And if I call them to say like, hey, you know, like I can't get into the app, they're gonna want my card number and I don't have it. I'm hoping that I have in a notebook, like in one of my budgeting notebooks. I know at one point I wrote down the whole credit card number, which I know is super unsafe, but I needed it because I was entering it into somewhere for something. And I didn't want to be jumping in between different apps to do it. So I'm like, somewhere I have it written down. And I'm hoping as I unpack, if I don't find the card, I at least find the note in with my budgeting stuff. Because except for like this little batch of budgeting stuff that I have, all the rest of my budgeting stuff got packed together. So once I unpack that box, like I'll have it all again. And I really miss having it, I gotta tell you. But yeah, so I can't get into it at all. It's driving me nuts. My tenant insurance is going up for my sinking fund payment. So I had to obviously switch over my tenant insurance to this new place. And when I did, it went up. And I think it would have gone up anyways, even if I had stayed at the old place. So I don't know how much of it going up was because of the move-in address and how much was just because it goes up every year, which seems unfair because I never make a claim on it. Like, I just give them money and nothing ever happens, which, I mean, it's not like I want something to happen, but it's a little annoying that they keep raising the rates when I'm not actually using their services. But yeah, so it's gone up to $14 per paycheck. It has to be set aside to be able to pay next year. So this year my tenant insurance was $363.72. But I pulled the money from the sinking fund to make that payment, and I actually moved it so that it gets auto charged onto my Neo card instead of my Visa. So it's easier for me to like see it, because I'm trying to move all of my auto charging bills off of my Visa, where it can get kind of muddled with other things that get charged to the Visa, and just put everything to the Neo, because I only use the Neo for auto charging bills. So it was actually kind of great because it was the only charge on the Neo, and I paid it off completely from the sinking fund, and it means it's not going to be racking up interest the same way it would be if it had charged to the Visa card. And even though I would have paid it off right away, there's already like a balance on the Visa card, so it's still, I think it still kind of hurts me in the long run if I were to keep paying it that way. Okay, 15 for my tech sinking fund. Okay, and then $40 for my travel sinking fund. $40 for Dragon Boat and Present sinking fund. And $40 for my emergency fund. So it's leaving me with $343.03 for my rollover, which is great. I'm glad that I didn't use all of the $660 that I put back in. I'm gonna put sort of how I do with all of them, where I put like little notes. So I'll put little notes about paying the tenant insurance from the sinking fund for my tenant insurance directly onto the Neo, and the 375 damage deposit onto the Visa. So that's why within the budget you don't see those bill payments. They have been made, they've just been made from well, one from a separate account, and one I had pulled the money out of the calculations already, and it's just going to the Visa card. So I'll make little notes about it. How did I yeah, okay, so I did it that way. So let me just rip this off. And let me show you what I did with the cash envelopes. They are tight this paycheck for sure. Cash envelopes. So Striker, he of course, his category always gets funded. So $32.50. I already did my grocery shopping for this coming week, so I'm only putting like the remainder. I usually budget $120 for groceries, but since I already did my shopping for this coming week, I have $60.29 for next week. Takeout, I'm giving myself nothing. Miscellaneous, I'm giving myself $50, which might seem a little bit weird, but there's still random things I end up needing to buy for the apartment. And I just I want to keep some money in the budget for that, because I don't really always seem to know or be able to predict what it is I'm going to have to get. Fun, I'm giving myself 20. I was going to give myself 0, but then I kind of had this whole like be realistic thing, even though I'm not really doing a lot right now because my concussion stops me from it. Somebody might want to go for like a walk or get a bubble tea, or you know, something that's super low-key and chill that I can actually physically do, and I'd like to actually have a bit of money for that. Now I do have next weekend, I'm supposed to be going for brunch with a friend on the Saturday, so I don't know, we'll see how I'm feeling, but also sort of see how the budget's been going, and maybe I'll use some of the miscellaneous if I haven't used any of the fund to top up the fund to like manage to do that. I don't know, we're gonna have to see. This week is gonna be pretty rough in terms of like physical things, because I've got 3 days in a row of physio, and I've been warned that some of them, because it's like this special physio for my concussion, is gonna leave me pretty dizzy and like not feeling great necessarily. So by the Saturday, I might not really be up to going anywhere. I'm not sure. So that is how I came up with the $162.79 that I pulled from the budget to move over into my cash envelopes, my digital cash envelopes. I always feel I need to stress that. And, oh, I'm dropping things over here, and I'm just gonna make the little notes here. Okay, so tenant insurance was $363.72. Charged to Neo MasterCard. Paid completely by tenant insurance sinking fund. Yay, sinking funds for the win. And what was the other one I was gonna do? Oh yeah. Visa, $375. Damage deposit, refund, paid to Visa. Okay, I think those are the only notes that I had to make for this. So over there. Okay. I've lost the lid to my pen. It will pop up, I'm sure. Let's just put it over there for now. Washi tape. See, this is the problem with not having things unpacked. Oh, I got that from a sticker book last time. I don't have any more like that. I don't know how I'm. Okay, you know what? We're gonna paper clip it. We're gonna go super old school, and for now we're gonna paper clip it, and hopefully before the next paycheck I've been well enough to unpack my budgeting stuff, and I will have this, oh, I want the cute side up. I will have this taped in properly, and I will have more tape for the next time. Otherwise I'm really going to be hooped next time, because that was already in use, and I've just stolen it from somewhere to be able to do it. So good times. Good times. I should not have recorded this, but you're stuck with it now. So there we go. This is my budget for the paycheck from October 20th. I'm doing this on Sunday, which is pretty good for me. So everything's already being paid. I have a rollover of $343.03 that I'm going to keep in the account in case I've missed something or something has gone wrong. Those are the notes to the other side and all of that. I will go and check mark off my pages for like tracking what I've made payments to, and hopefully at some point find the lid to my pen. So there we go. I hope your guys' budget is going well. Everything is going smoothly. You don't have all your stuff packed in boxes, so you're kind of doing this in a little bit of chaos. I will talk to you guys with the next paycheck, and I am hoping, in case anybody's wondering, I haven't updated the book for my digital cash envelope tracking in quite a while. Like, I had it for September, and then had intended with the last paycheck of September to catch up the September pages, but then of course I had that accident completely because of the concussion, forgot that I got paid, didn't do the budget at all, and now I'm into October, which is what these pages should be, and clearly I have nothing. I need to at least do a little bit of tallying for them to see like what I have roughly in each of the categories based on like what I put in last paycheck and what I've spent and what I've added in this paycheck, but I don't think it's going to be like cute with washi tape and fun colors and everything. I think it's going to be just pretty boring, to be honest, because I mean I don't know where anything is. So I don't even have like the basic washi tape with the cute little stickers or anything. So I don't know if I will bother you with a video on that, because I don't think it's going to be like super cute or anything, but you know, hopefully I will have the one for November up and going, and that'll look a lot better. But yeah, there we go. Budget done. Let's all do our absolute best to get to the next paycheck, and let's rock that budget as well. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.